promise I'm not one of those like doomsday survivalists, but I probably could live from my bag for quite some time. So hello friends, here we are again back in the car, which today fits quite well with what I'd like to show you. As you've seen already from the title, I am going to be showing you what's in my bag, that is when I go filming. So I do get a few laughs because I cover every eventuality, but I'll show you step by step each pocket and what exactly is in there. So we're off in the car again. Once I get parked up and find somewhere to film, perhaps in the car actually, as that's where I spend most of my time, I will show you exactly what's in my bag when I go filming, and I think the reasons are self-explanatory, but we shall see. And perhaps you'll be able to tell me what you have in your bag. And do any of you go filming? Any TV extras or actors out there? Is there something that I'm missing from my collection? Anything that can help us, you know, support each other and continue on living the dream is always a bonus. So let me know. Am I missing something in my bag? We shall see. Okay, so I've parked up and I looked for a little bench outside to see if there was somewhere more picturesque than in my car to do this, but as I live most of my life in my car, I figured it's quite fitting. So here goes. Unusual location, I guess. Maybe not for me, but what's inside my bag when I go filming. So I promise I do have a smaller handbag, kind of, for everyday use, but for filming I use this bad boy. Now you can see it is quite a big backpack. It is pink, which is Victoria's Secret's sister company, I guess they're called. I love all things Victoria's Secret, from their sportswear, the pink range, and their lingerie. Everything is amazing. I'll put that out there first because throughout my vlogs you may see a lot of Victoria's Secret bits and pieces. So I found this to be a fantastic set bag because it has lots of pockets, lots of room. There's even a slot at the back if I wanted to take my laptop or my iPad, anything like that. I don't very often, just for security reasons, but for everyday usage, this bag has a pocket for everything. So we'll start down at the front then. So here at the front we have our first little zip pocket. We're going to discover this together because quite frankly I just keep a lot of stuff in here and forget what's there. Okay, important thing, car key, definitely a must. So spare pen also in the front pocket because you never know if you're going to have to sign a contract or a release form. It's always nice to have a pen handy. Tissues, you'll find a lot of half-used packets of tissues in many pockets of my bags, I'm sure. Lip balm. So at the moment, I showed you before, I've got about 3 of these actually. I'm using the Clinique Pep Start lip. It's like a night mask, restoring night mask, but like I said before, I use it all of the time. Used to use a lot of Lano lips, I still do, but this is my go-to at the moment. Eye cream, this particular one is a Body Shop Vitamin E, so it's quite nice actually. I used to like the Clinique Rollerball, but they don't do it anymore, so this one is quite soothing. It's just a big, very soft stick, just to, you know, when your eyes get dried out underneath and they start to wrinkle in when you're dehydrated. It's a nice little freshen up. The only other thing I just spotted in here was a spoolie. This one is like a rubber type one for previously when I've had my lash extensions. It's always good for keeping them brushed throughout the day, you know, just to make them neat. A couple of mints, do pop those everywhere, and a toothpick, just in case you never want to go on set with anything in your teeth. So that is that front pocket there. So moving on then to this next zip here. It is the kind of like front pocket. It's the smaller of the 2 large pockets, but still I managed to fit a lot in here. Let's go. Okay. Sunglasses. I've got Ray-Bans. I have, dare I say, about 12 pairs of Ray-Bans. I realise that is excessive, but I spent a lot of time in the Caribbean and it was a lot cheaper out there, and every season you kind of have the new style. So yeah, I have a lot of Ray-Bans. Sorry about that, but I'm not really that sorry because I love them. I always carry a like a thermal mug. I have lots of Starbucks ones. I'm a Starbucks fan. Costa, you're okay, but Starbucks, you win. So I have lots of these. I take them empty normally, so when there's hot water on set you can always put I carry like little honey around with me, or some lemon or something, or if there's tea and coffee there, of course you can just use that as well. But I always take a thermal flask with me on set, and brush, always handy, especially when you've got a mop on your head. I get hot a lot. I always try and go to set with my hair down, just because you never know what they're going to want. I kind of wash it in the morning, let it dry on its own, and then it sometimes can go a bit frizzy, so I put a bit of oil in it, but then I try not to put anything too tight in it so it doesn't have any kinks and things, which is where a big loose scrunchie or something comes in handy to make it versatile for whatever they want to do when you get there. But I carry, this is Tangle Tees. I have quite a few of these different colours, and over the years, one probably every each bag, but a brush is always handy essential. Next up, fingerless gloves. Am I insane? Probably, as it is the summer, but you can see outside what summer. So yeah, fingerless gloves, it's not as intense as carrying full fingered gloves, but you never know if you're going to be late night or getting cold. Fingerless gloves do come in handy. Next up, my purse. Never normally a lot in it, but I carry it with me anyway. This particular one is Ted Baker. I had this on one of my contracts on a cruise ship. I think it was about 2013, so it's going strong. I would like a new one as it's kind of dirty and used, but you know, like a comfy purse, it's hard to find one. So yeah, all my cards and usual things in there, tiny bit of change, always helpful for, you never know if you've got free parking when you get onto location, so change is always a good thing to carry. I won't bore you with everything else that's in there. Okay, moving on, wipes. So handy refreshing wipes and also face wipes. So of course these can be used for anything. If you get sweaty or you need to wipe your hands or wash your face, take off makeup at the end of the shoot, anything you like, even a dirty shoe that you might want to clean off, always handy to have wipes, and I carry both kinds, face and hand. Talking about getting sweaty, I like to carry perfume in my bag. Yes, it's a full-size bottle. I generally do take a full-size bottle of something. Right now I'm using Ariana Grande Cloud. I love it, and you know what? It gets so many compliments. People are like, what's that you're wearing? And I kind of half don't want to say it's Ariana Grande, but I love her, so I'm proud. I use Ariana Grande perfume. I have lots of different designer perfumes and I have high street brands and things like that, but these are kind of a go-to for me. Next up, little pouch. This is a Victoria's Secret pouch. I use my pouches for many things. They change from not day to day, but depending on what kind of shoot you're going on, what else you've got in your bag, what you might need protecting. But right now I've got two memory banks, is that the right word? Storage backup for your phone. So I have this little thin one here. This one's actually from Primark, little Darth Vader one with a little wire that comes out from here, but that one's nice because it can slip into your pocket easily. So if you're taking your phone away from your bag and you're not going to be close by it, but you can slip this one in your pocket and still be charging your phone up if you need to. And then I have a Morphe one here, which is a little bigger. You can see this is actually the like the rose gold kind of pink one. This one is exclusive to the Apple store, but I do have another one as well. They're very good. They have a lot of hours worth of charge, but when you use your phone for music, sat nav, vlogging, entertainment, you play games on there, I've got books on my phone, you could be out for a long time. You're going to need these memory banks. So what else I have in here, just extra backup, you know those little bubbles that aren't supposed to cause the kinks in your hair? They're always handy, and a couple of plasters just in case, who knows. So that is what's inside that pouch. Little mesh pocket here. I've got nothing in the front of that mesh pocket actually, but in the big part at the back I have sticky notes. I've always been brought up needing to know where your sticky note is. You never know if you're going to have to write a note, leave a note in your car, if you've got to park somewhere, take directions from somebody. I know I normally write them into my phone, but pen to paper, it just doesn't get old, does it? It's always going to be a thing. And speaking of pen to paper, a couple of pens. Also in this pocket I do have an obsession with Sharpies, and this particular Sharpie is a clicky Sharpie. It's fun for things like, say, if you get given water bottles on set, you can write your name on it just to make sure you drink out of the right one. Marking things like in clothing, it's just a handy pen to have. So a Sharpie in that next pocket. House keys, Victoria's Secret, but yeah, house keys, of course, don't leave home without them, or you're not getting back in, or somebody else might have taken over your house, who knows. Yeah, spare socks, just in case. I promise I'm not one of those like doomsday survivalists, but I probably could live from my bag for quite some time. So a pair of socks up next, more tissues. I have a hair clip. I don't know what kind of clip you call that. One of those ones. They're very handy. You can just stick like a top knot, get it out of your way for hair and makeup, things like that. That's always handy. I also have, I don't really use these, but on occasion, just in case, chewing gums. I am vegetarian. These are vegetarian, before anybody comments. But yes, just in case. I'm not a big fan because I do get a lot of toothache if I like over chew and things like that. I don't want to like wear any enamel away and things, but just in case, emergency after coffee. And also, sticking with that emergency after coffee, I have mini Tic Tacs. So they kind of just live in there. They've been in there for quite some time. They're probably not edible, but they, and I'm not sure where this has come from, but a random clip. I don't have a fringe, but that would be a perfect one to keep the fringe out of the way whilst you're getting things done. So that is it for that second compartment. So moving on to the biggie then, the one at the back. Now then, hold it forward. I don't know if you can start to see a little bit what's in there. So sticking with the hydration theme. Now, you may have seen one of these in another vlog. I do actually have 4 glass water bottles. They all have these sleeves, and they all have the handle or strap, whichever, and they all have the metal top. I know there are bamboo ones out there and things. There's some beautiful ones, great designs, but I do always take a glass reusable bottle, normally with water or juice or something in it, and then obviously you can get more water and juice on set, but it's also handy just to have a lid on a drink and just to have that facility with you. So I do take a glass water bottle with me. Now then, dry shampoo. I usually, like I said at the start, wash my hair before I go to set, but you never know like how long a day is going to be, or if I need more texture in my hair. Sometimes, you know, like when you've just washed your hair, it gets kind of, not drab, that's not the right word, not really manageable, shall we say. So dry shampoo sometimes just gives it that little texture in the top if they need to like do a style, or if they're back combing or something like that. So a bit of dry shampoo, always handy to have. Next up, we've got a few other bottles. Now this does vary. This particular deodorant is Sure, but I do tend to just go to Boots and pick up whichever one's on offer. So whatever's the closest to £1, and the compressed size, so the small to fit in my bag. Deodorant, always a good thing on set. You want to make friends, not scare people off. So another aerosol. This one is, what do I want to say, SPF, so sunscreen for your face. So I know some people don't wear sunscreen at all, some people only wear it when it's sunny. The sun is always going to get you. I don't want to age, well, not yet anyway. I want to age gracefully, or without too many wrinkles, and I also want to protect from things like skin cancer and the marking and age marks on the skin. So this particular one is Garnier Ombre Solaire. Don't know if you can actually see that at all, but it's quite easy because it's a spray. So close your eyes, hold your breath, spray it all over, and that is going to protect you, and then you can obviously put your makeup and things over the top. So it's just like a a mist, very light mist, not difficult to use. It sounds weird to say you spray your face, but it's always handy to have sunscreen with you. Next up then, 8 Hour Cream, Elizabeth Arden. So this 8 Hour Cream, as you can probably tell, has been going quite some time. It's squeezed out quite a lot, but I know you can get small ones. I've had the small ones in the past, but this one has been living its best life for a long time in my bag. It is just an essential. You can use it for everything, from like taming your brows, moisturizing your lips, popping it on if you get a sunburnt nose or bits and pieces, dry skin, irritations. It's just pretty much, you have to have it in your bag. It can work for so many things and it lasts forever. So if you pay the money for the big one, I can't remember how much it is, less than 30 I want to say, maybe around £20, but it will last forever. Like, it's been in my bag a very long time and really does get used as well. After that, what do we have? Good old Lush, a few dog hairs as well. Lush, this is a sea spray for your hair. Another one, like I said, for texturizing. So say if I've let my hair just dry on its own and I want to give it kind of like a beach curl or a little wave to it, because it can be just quite flat when you just let it just go on its own. So this is a hair mist with sea salt in it. So that gives it kind of like a texturized feel. What do we have here? Okay, hand cream. Long days, different climates, or sitting in the car with your aircon on, things like that, you never know when you're going to need moisturiser. I know it says hand cream, but you can use it your elbows, your legs, your arms, anything you like. It's just nice to have that hydration, because you never know if there's a particular body part that's going to be up close seen, or you've got dry skin, or you just want to give yourself a little vamp up after like a long day. This particular one is Victoria's Secret, but I do have many different kinds. I've got lots of different handbags on the go, but this is my particular go-to for set, and Victoria's Secret in coconut milk. We have another Lush bottle. Now, you probably saw this when I went shopping Primark on Lush. I do have a big version of this, but I have a couple of small ones as well. This is the aroma water, so it's like a toner if you want to use it in your daily morning or daily evening, but I generally use it as just a freshen up. I spritz it over my face on a hot day, a dry day, after I've taken the makeup off, and just put that moisture back in. Just very handy to have in your bag. Now, I do have a bag in a bag, so I have lots of these. This particular one is Star Wars. So as we know, plastic is out, so just in case you ever go shopping or you have anything else to pick up, I do keep a reusable bag inside all of my bags, just to make sure that I'm never without and I can always go shopping, because let's face it, shopping is life. Okay, another, this way around, Victoria's Secret. I guess these are supposed to be little handbag clutch things that come sometimes free with their other bags, but I use them for all sorts of stuff. They're very versatile. Inside this particular one, I have my Victoria's Secret card holder, which is a keyring and a little purse on the top there. So although I have my actual wallet purse, I do keep this little one with my cards that I use more regularly, so I can just go straight to the card wallet if I'm not obviously paying with Apple Pay or on my phone. Okay, in here we have a lightning cable. I use this in my car and also with those charging banks, so it's always handy just to have extra cables. I've also got a couple of freshen up wipes. And this is very old, Wilko. It says 10p on the back. I wouldn't guarantee that Wilko still sell these for 10p, but if you ever wake up and there's ice on your car, or just that little bit that needs scraping off your windscreen, that is what this is. I know, like, old school people used to use their actual credit card. I don't advise using your cards for that, but this lives in my bag just in case I wake up to ice one day. Next up, now then, this is the part you'll probably just laugh at me. But that's okay, it's the last part in the big bag, and it's kind of like a bag tidy. I've been using these bag tidies for many years now. I have lots of them in different colours. I don't want to bore you too much, but I do have literally all the essentials, from tissues, sanitary towels, ladies' bits and pieces, more bubbles. I've got another toothpick, I've got Kirby grips, tweezers. These are Tweezerman tweezers. I have a big pair for at home and a little pair for on the go. Yes, I'm that crazy. Oh, Lana lips, but this one's with the tint in it, so I did say that they're very good. YSL waterproof eyeliner. More bobbles. A little perfume. This one has got, this is like the, not an atomizer, can't think what you call it, like the travel one that you fill up yourself. This one's got light blue inside it. What do we have here? YSL mascara, hand sanitizer, we've got Carex going on, allergy relief. I don't actually get hay fever, but I'm always scared of like anything that I could need, what do you call them? I can't think what they're called. Like say if you get a sting or something and you need to... Gone. Those anyway. I have my Beats Bluetooth headphones. Absolutely adore these. When I used to be a runner, I used to run all the time in these. I used to, like before my spin class, I used to do my own spinning beforehand in the gym. These in, they're just genius. Like I do have, I'll come to it, AirPods as well. You will have seen before. I love those for the same and different reasons, but for like running and things, you know you're definitely not going to lose these because they're going to stay on. Not that I'm going to be running on set, but they're just very handy. Digging around. Oh. A couple of iced coffees on the go. So I have the glass water bottle, and these are you know, like just the powder ready done. You just add water to that and then you've got a cold coffee. So just keep a few little extra drink styles. Ooh, and another couple. Also in here I have an extra charging cable, another sunscreen stick. This one is Elizabeth Arden. And obviously I've got those charging cables. I have my Apple plug as well, so just in case you don't want to always use your power bank, because you need to save that for if there's not a plug around. So a plug is always just a handy little tool to have. And then my reusable straws in the middle there with another scrunchie. Next pocket along, nail file. Now I do have this gel colour on my nails at the moment, but like I have got a chip on the end of one of them, and you can still just file little bits, and it's always just handy to have that nail file with you, and of course for the occasions when you don't have gel on your nails. Now this little gizmo, I've not really seen many people have these actually, and since I've upgraded to the 4th series Apple Watch, I don't really need this as much, but this is actually an Apple Watch charger. So you charge this up just like you would like a power bank, and then keep it with you, and then you just slip your watch on it and you can charge on the go. And to the other side, more pens, another Sharpie just in case, and a pink pen, why wouldn't I, you know. Eye drops, just in case those long days dry out your eyes. Another nail file. More wet wipes. Another spoolie. Got some more plasters in there. Disney Princess, wow. Throat lozenge, we've got strepsils here, just a few for essentials, more mascara. I must feel like I'm really dirty, excuse me, dirty on set, because I have another, this one is a Bubblegum Fun Edition hand sanitizer. And that is about, oh, almost it. Mini sticky notes, so just in case you have a mini note, that would be on there. Now one last pocket inside here. Have I got anything inside the, oh yes, of course, AirPods. Now I do have a little pink cover on my AirPods. They are real AirPods. They just have this cute neoprene, what do I want to call it? Silicone case on. Now this did come with a little clip as well, and a string, so I can just like clip onto a belt and things, but I don't really need to use that all the time, so just keep it as it is. I think that's it for that last inside pocket. At the back here then, the bit that would normally hold the laptop, I do have, yes, I do understand that I have a problem. I have 2 more power banks just in case. Now as they're in the back there, they don't always get used. I do make sure that they're topped up every now and again, but just in case you have long days, or if you want to just be prepared for somebody else, you know, help a friend out. Power banks are key for long days, because say if I'm on set for a 12 or 15 hour day, it might have taken me 2 or 3 hours to drive there and also drive back, and also you want to help somebody else, and you get it. It's just nice to have extra power. Just a receipt, and that's it. And then on the side pocket, just the one side pocket has anything in. Oh, or it did have, it was more tissues. So that's just about it, what's inside my bag, the essentials for going on set. Sorry we're inside my car, but let's face it, that's where I live. One thing I do have here, you would have seen me on driving here in this, is a hoodie. I love a hoodie. I have a hoodie collection, let me tell you, that could be a whole other video. But for set, I think a zip-up hoodie is key, because especially for those ladies out there, not neglecting the gents, but if you're gonna head to hair and makeup, you don't want to be kind of like messing that up, pulling a hoodie over the top. But they're kind of nice and just cozy to put over the top, especially if you are wearing costume or you've got your own clothes that you're using on set, but then you perhaps have lunch or breakfast or coffee and you don't want to spill it down you. Zip up hoodie is always an essential for that kind of situation. I think that's just about it for what's in my bag. Hope you enjoyed it, something a little different there. Tell me what's inside your bag, I want to know. Am I missing something? Do I have too much? Am I that crazy bag lady? Who knows? But I'm sure you'll tell me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.